Hey everybody, Mike Price here with Community Pioneer. I am at the Virginia Theater in Shelley, also known as the Theater of the Lost Souls, haunted attraction. It's a lot of ghost hunters.
Check advisor.
Spirit here that you're afraid of?
Why would you do that to me?
But I'm about to meet with some local amateur ghost hunters. There's all sorts of stories about this place, of it being haunted, and it's creepy. But I want to see what these guys have to say about it. They're going to be here all night long. They're going to try and catch a ghost. Meet the group FTL3TD. Leon RV started the group. Brenda RV is his wife. Tanya RV is his sister. They're joined by their friend Danielle Brinton. And for the first time, Chad Sommer, also known as...
Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy, the old Chado. You know me, that crazy eye guy. I'm with my friends here at FTL3TD, and we about to get crazy.
I'm Leon. I kind of forced these guys to be part of this group. We're at the old Virginia Theater, and we're doing a paranormal hunt. Every local here has always heard stories. It's notoriously haunted. We're not sure what we're going to find. We've done a lot of history search, a lot of weirdness to this building, definitely some cool history to it, but we're just open for anything.
One of the reasons I'm the most excited to do this place is because there is so much activity from so many different sources. Because I'm a huge skeptic, and I still have yet to have a real experience enough to where I can say I'm not a skeptic anymore. So, yeah, I want something to happen.
What do you do to catch a ghost?
We will first walk around with EMF readers, pressure sensors, stuff like that. Kind of find out what rooms are kind of sparking, kind of giving us something to go off of. And then we'll go back either with a spirit box or our EDI plus meter and start seeing if we can get some EVPs or something talking to us. This is the SB11. This is an S box. Those are both spirit boxes. This is an EMF reader right there.
Okay, so what is a spirit box?
Spirit box, you ever watch a show where they have a bunch of noise, like it's static, and then all of a sudden you hear like voices talking through the static, almost kind of white noises?
Yeah.
That's from a spirit box. This is motion, cameras. That's a laser guide. This one's actually pretty cool. That's an EDI plus meter. You might have seen those on a lot of ghost hunter type stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They use that type of stuff quite a bit.
Okay, so what does this read?
This reads a lot of stuff. This will tell you your temperature drops. This is pressure, humidity drops. This is your EMF right here. This is if there's any vibration going on.
The initial go through is kind of getting our bearings of the area and then also doing a little bit of debunking, because if we get EMF readings, we're going to look around in the area and see, okay, well, we have a camera right here, or there's an outlet box, to see what's kind of triggering that stuff. Because that helps us know areas to avoid when we're trying to get actual readings. Mm-hmm. So we'll go through and do that. And then any places that we feel are kind of hot spots along the way, then we'll go back with the spirit boxes and the more in-depth equipment. And that's when we kind of just sit and hang out there for a while, do some talking, ask some questions. We brought pictures to actually put pictures out of different people to see if we can get some action that way. So
sometimes you hear it right live. Sometimes you don't even know what you got until you listen to the recording.
Yeah. Can you explain a little bit about what EMF is and what are some of the things that can cause that?
Yeah, so the EMF, it really just picks up any type of electromagnetical field, and ghosts are supposed to be able to communicate with you through those. And so if you've got an entity with you and you ask it, hey, move my device for me, that's a really good way of knowing that something's there with you. But at the same time, you have to be really cautious about what's around you, because if I were to hold it up to your camera, it's probably going to go off. If we're walking past the electrical room in a building, even if we can't see it, if it's an electrical room back there, it's going to give us all sorts of crazy numbers. Conduit running through ceilings will do it. So we have to be really cautious of the surroundings and make sure that we're in a very EMF dead zone, essentially, before we use that as a tool to try to connect with something.
Hell yeah. I am all about that. Let's go, baby. I'm ready to get scared.
All right. Let's talk about some individual experiences while you were in. Let's talk about the theater when you were in there first. How was that?
Probably the biggest thing is when we were leaving the coffin room with the slides. We were trying to decide which door to take, and then I went through a door, and these two were going to follow me, and then the door next to us, which we was pretty sure was shut, we heard it open. And so
And we caught that on
we
video,
did, yeah, and we stopped, and we're like, well, maybe we didn't latch it, you know, but
Yeah, we on the camera it's cool because you can see the door is shut. We don't know if it's completely latched. Or not,
Right.
because there's just no, but even for the recording, I can hear the wood slide open. So it was shut pretty good.
There was some friction there.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I asked the owner if they ever had any issues with, vibrations, people like just, weird pivot spots in the floor that happen to kick that open on, right? And they said that's never happened. This is the door. You can kind of see that it's pretty close.
Yeah.
Team A's gonna get lost now. Do you guys remember how to get to the basement? That's the one place I don't remember. So I remember that this and this connect. So if we go through this door, it's just gonna eventually take us back to where this is gonna take us. And I think that this eventually comes up from, what the why would you do that to me?
I was looking to see if it was still working.
Well, announce yourself next time. She goes like this. It looked like she was looking past me. Hell. She's right where it could have bounced it.
On the recording, I can actually hear the wood slide against the wood, so I know it was pretty close to latched, if not latched.
Right.
So, yeah, that one's kind of a crazy.
Interesting.
Had somebody ask me if we staged that one. I'm like, that's not a very good staging if we staged it.
Right.
I'm going to go a little more over the top if we're actually trying to stage stuff.
Uh-huh.
We tried to recreate it. And I mean, the way things are built up there, I was amazed at how sturdy everything is. Nothing was super wobbly or uneven. We're not small people. Stuff was very sturdy. And so, I mean, there was just, a wood wall essentially blocking off the two corridors. So I think there's always a chance that maybe it could be just wood moving wood, who knows. The timing was interesting just because it was, when we were leaving was a sign that they wanted us to stay.
And we were talking out loud about which door to take.
Yep.
You guys were walking around that door too, so
Yeah.
that's why I'm like, I don't know if vibration could really do that, just because you guys have spent 10 minutes walking around that door before you decided to do it.
So,
But you never know. I mean,
Right.
you can't prove it, you can't disprove it. Even the spirit box, you get a lot of FM, AM chatter, and so you never know if you're just picking up a radio station, you're picking up, something just off of there. But there is, your odds of picking up stuff starts diminishing because, when we were at the hospital upstairs, we were doing it, and we asked the ghost if somebody needed help, and we got instantly a very clear help. And we got that 3 times. So to try to pick up 3 helps off of the AM or FM chatter, the odds of that happening is probably not great, so it's hard to say though.
Let's hear the help.
I put all 3 helps because it was spaced out, but I didn't want a 20-minute video.
Right, okay,
So this is just all 3 of them kind of cut down to short to the point.
Do you need help?
Yeah.
Clear
That was very cool. Help.
If you want Chad to help, you gotta let him know. We haven't heard anything yet.
Yeah.
There it is again. That was like 10
When there was a
after.
little bit more too, right before. A little
tiny
I
guy.
already told you the spirit here that you're afraid of has no power over you.
the other one.
I slowed that one down to here because it was super quick. And that's another thing is, where would you pick up a help that fast on a radio? Like, I had to slow it down quite a bit to get that help, actually.
Right.
So the odds of getting 3 helps right in a row within, a 15, 20-minute period, I don't know, the odds of that are kind of low to me. I think,
Wow.
One of the really cool things that we got there is, I haven't quite been able to fully debunk it or prove it or anything, but we got growled at. We were down in the makeup room in the basement, and you can hear cars go past it all night. But we didn't hear any cars going past it all downstairs. And so we don't think it was a car, because we would have heard them kept going. And we heard something slide upstairs. It's only me and Chad. And something slid upstairs, and we stopped for a minute, and we're like, did somebody just move? And then all of a sudden we heard a growl. And we were trying to, at first I thought car, but I'm like, no, we haven't heard a car at all. So I'm trying to debunk it and stuff, but you can clearly hear it on the recording, something making a growl. If you're angry we're here, can you tell us why? Is this your house and you don't like us here? It wasn't from here, it was something up there kind of moved or something.
Yeah.
Something shuffled.
Yeah. I heard it.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but something. It sounded upstairs.
It did.
Is that one of you making that noise up there? If it was you making that noise, let us know your name.
Did you just hear that?
Yeah, that real low.
Like a low growl.
Yeah, it was like real low. It almost sounded like an airplane, but like you said, you don't have anything coming or going.
Yeah, it's just a constant go.
Huh.
And you can, like I said, check the videos and stuff, and there's nothing passing us. And we're clear down in the basement, so we're not really hearing that much from outside anyways. So, no clue. And what's funny is my upstairs IR camera doesn't pick that up at all.
What's your next hunt going to be?
Oh, Leon.
We have a few that we're trying to set up. Nothing set in stone yet. But we have some ones that, if they do pan out, should be really fun.
Okay. So, if you know of anywhere, let these guys know. Check them out on Facebook. What's your Facebook page?
FTL3TD.
FTL3TD. Go check them out. And you're in store for some creepy stuff.